Colorado rolls into Lincoln Saturday night for the most anticipated Husker home game since Miami in 2014. Some members of the 1994 team will be in attendance for the game and the 30th anniversary of their national title run. Plus, head coach Matt Rhule tells fans to put aside Nebraska Nice until Sunday. It's a Thursday before game day, y'all, and time for the next installment of Hello, Husker Nation, and thanks for tuning in to this latest edition of Looking Beyond the News. As usual, we have 3 topics to cover tonight, and I had intended to do so in some detail until I received this letter from an anonymous fan. Apparently, they felt compelled to share it only with me, so I'm hoping by reading it here that Coach will get the message because it's really intended for him. So here's what they say. Dear Coach Matt Rhule, you have requested that we not be Nebraska Nice until Sunday. No problem, Coach. You got it. However, I believe I speak for all of Husker Nation when I humbly request that you and the team do the same on Saturday night. You know that the 1994 team will be in attendance, and as you recall, they put a 24-7 beatdown on an overrated Buffalo squad back then, which that game arguably propelled them to the national championship. You know, that Husker squad demolished them from start to finish. They showed no mercy, and they did not let up. So with those guys standing on the sideline, you had better do the same. Don't show any mercy, and don't you dare let up. They continue. If you get up by 50 points, don't pull the starters. Let Dylan throw for 500 yards or more and maybe toss 6 or 7 touchdowns if the passing game's working. Or if the running game is where it's at, then feed the 4 oarsmen. I kind of like that. The rock until they all have at least 100 yards and have left a bunch of bruised, beaten, and battered buffaloes in their wake. As far as the defense goes, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but for the love of all things Charlie McBride, turn those black shirts loose on that 2, maybe 3-man offense. Their O-line sucks, and their running game is all but non-existent. So hold nothing back. Every hit, every tackle, and every collision at the line of scrimmage needs to be felt by their offense next Saturday, too. I want to see running backs hit so hard they sit on the field for a minute, blow some snot bubbles, and question their life choices. I want their receivers scared to catch a ball over the middle because they might get their heads taken off. And I beg you, tell Tony White to let Death Row harass and humble you-know-who for 60 long, brutal minutes. It is prime time to send him a clear and painful message. We ain't here to play, son. We're here to punish. And it starts with you. You know, they won 62-36 in Boulder in 2001 and have never let us forget it, Coach. So we have plenty of hostility to spare for Saturday night. Ask any Husker fan who's been to a game in Boulder about how we've been treated. Imagine getting hit in the face with bottles or balloons full of urine, or getting back to your car to find your windshield broken or tires slashed, or both. Physical assault was not uncommon, especially after they won. So there will be 0 Nebraska Nice in Memorial Stadium on Saturday night. We are going to bring hostility to bear for 4 deafening quarters. All we ask is that you and the team channel our pent-up anger and frustration into an epic beatdown on the field. I think Will Patton, as Coach Yost in Remember the Titans, said it best.
Run it up, Herman! Leave no doubt!
So show no mercy. Do not let up. A straight-up butt-kicking is not only what we want, Coach, but it's what we demand. We've had enough of being Nebraska Nice. And we all know that the guy on the other sideline wouldn't hesitate to do the same thing to you if he had the chance. So I say, along with an entire state, that it's time to prove that Prime Time's methodology just doesn't work. I think it's time to show them that doing things the right way is the winning way. So we'll bring the hostility. We just ask that you run them over, run them ragged, and run it up, coach. Leave no doubt. Sincerely, all of Husker Nation. You know, I don't think I could have said it any better myself. No amount of preparation or statistics or any kind of a breakdown of what's coming up on Saturday night would have said it any more perfectly. So with that, thanks for watching tonight, folks. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And our next live stream will be 7:30 Sunday night, when we will cover the Colorado game as well as preview somewhat the next game against NIU. So until then, I'm Ken. I'm one half of Generation Red, and we are here to chronicle Nebraska's inevitable return to the top of the college football heap, one podcast at a time, because there is no place like Nebraska. Good night. God bless. And go Big Red.